And welcome back. We're recapping our 2017 CUFI Washington Summit, and one of the main attractions was the annual Middle East briefing. This year I was honored to join Ambassador John Bolton, Lieutenant Colonel Alan West, top Jewish leader Malcolm Hoenlein, and the one and only Pastor John Hagee for an incredible panel moderated by the Washington Director of CUFI's Action Fund, Gary Bauer. Take a look.
I think there are some folks, perhaps in Israel, maybe even pro-Israel people here, that wonder how moving the embassy is important compared to some of the other things.
Why should we move the embassy? One, it will send a very clear message to the enemies of Israel that America is done playing games over where the capital of Israel is. We, the American people, recognize it to be Jerusalem.
We are, I hope, on the verge of defeating ISIS in what used to be Iraq and Syria. But the slow motion nature of that campaign has allowed many of the leaders of ISIS to exfiltrate, to go to regions that are still in chaos, in Libya perhaps, in Yemen, in Afghanistan, to regroup, to recharacterize themselves, to renew their efforts at recruiting and training and deploying terrorists all around the world.
When you have people that are saying you either accept who we are and what we are, you convert to it, or you subjugate yourself, or we're going to kill you. The time for obfuscation, the time for denial, the time for dismissal is over. You have to meet them on the ideological battlefield and also on the physical battlefield, and you need to be able to defeat them.
President Trump has spoken forcefully about terrorism. We know the address of the fulcrum for much of the global terrorist threat. And here's a hint: zip code Tehran. The message has to be clear and unambiguous with a consistent message. America stands by its allies against those who spread extremist radical ideologies and operate far beyond the Middle East, in Africa, Asia, South America, let alone Europe.
We've had thousands of Westerners, thousands of Western Europeans in particular, Brits, French, Germans, Swedes, who have left their comfortable homes in Western Europe and traveled over there to Syria to train. They're returning home now, Western passport holders, battle-hardened, battle-tested. What do they do when they return? Do they transition peacefully back into civilian life? Or does the jihad come here? I'm not trying to scare you, I'm giving you facts.
Let's thank this panel one more time for, I think, an incredible session.
What a panel that was. Now, folks, you might have missed the 2017 summit, but you can sign up for our 2018 Washington Summit right now. Just visit CUFI.org and go to the link you see there on your screen and be a part of this mighty movement of God for such a time as this. You will not regret it. Well, coming up, hear the heart-wrenching story of how one African woman overcame the death of her father, left Islam, and became a Christian Zionist. You will not want to miss this miraculous story. Trust me, don't move.